I'm now going to fit a frame door to this 925 base unit. It's the same process as fitting it to the 625 corner wall unit as well. Fitting the 8mm wooden dowels into the holes here on one side of the frame. Lay that on the work surface and making sure that the 5mm holes are towards you. Fit the other half of the frame to it like that. Depending on whether your main door is going to be fixed to your left-hand end panel or your right-hand end panel depends which set of pinpricks you use for your door stop. Because I'm fitting my main door to my left-hand side panel, I'm going to put my door stop for the main door here. So, drilling a quick pilot hole. So that's the door stop for my main door. I'm now going to fit this secondary door's door stop, and that needs to be fitted on this pinprick hole here. So fitting my second door stop here, I now fit my frame fixing brackets, and they go in at a slight angle, and when you square them up it locks nice and tight into your frame, and you repeat for the other 3 holes. So making sure my door stops are towards the top of the unit, I insert my frame. It goes in like that. Push it into position. That's the frame put into position. I'm now going to fix it using the 4 frame fixing brackets that I've already inserted. So taking your drill, don't put your hand behind in case you drill right through. So that's the top one fixed. I'm now going to fix the bottom and then repeat for the other side. I'm now going to be fitting my hinges to my doors. They're from hinge pack E. So you have 2 main hinges and you have 2 joining hinges. The thin hinge plates are for the joining door hinges, and then you have 2 hinge plates which have the spacers on. So your main door has the 4 large hinge holes in it, and your secondary door has the 4 5mm holes drilled in it. Now I'm going to take my thin hinge plate and fix it to my secondary door. I'll screw that down. And repeat for the top one. I'm going to fit my main hinges to my door. The screws for these have already been pre-inserted, like so. And now I'm going to fit my secondary hinges. These are the hinges that join the 2 doors together. I'm now going to fit my 2 large hinge plates, making sure that the 2 lugs go towards the front of the unit and the release clip goes towards the back of the unit. And it gets put in just here. I'm now going to fit my main hinge to my hinge plate, getting these 2 hooks here to go around these 2 lugs and then push it back until it clicks. Like that, and repeat for the bottom, like that. So that's my main door fitted. I'm now going to join my secondary door to my corner hinges. And you put it on like that and slide it all the way in for at this point and tighten the screw up and repeat for the bottom. So I'm going to close my doors. It's my main one, my secondary one. It's advisable to fit the handles to your doors before you close them on your framed units, because it's very difficult to open the doors without the handles on them. Once you've fitted the handles, you can open and close the doors to adjust them as required. I've fitted my door. Now I'm going to show you how to adjust it. And looking at this one, this door needs to come up, and so does the secondary door. So I'm going to need to adjust my door up, and to do that, you insert the screwdriver into the screw that is behind and on your hinge plate, and as I turn it anti-clockwise, it moves the hinge up. So I'm going to repeat for the bottom hinge. I'll shut my door to see whether it's adjusted up enough. Yes, it has. So that's nice now, so's this, and it is nice on the bottom. All I now need to do is move my secondary door up. To do that, I loosen all 4 screws that are on my hinge plate. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide the door up. Tighten the hinges back up again. If you only tighten one part up, you can then test your door to make sure it's at the right height before you tighten the rest up. So that's perfect now. So all I do is I just retighten the other 3 screws. So the door is okay here, here and here, and it's nice along the top here. It needs to be adjusted along this edge here. So that means I've got to move this door this way, a couple of mil at the bottom and maybe a couple of mil at the top, but we'll see. So open the door up, loosen off the joining screw. Now I need to move the door that way. So I slide it very slightly out, then tighten that screw back up again. Shut my door. Now I've moved that across, as you can see, but the whole door now needs to come evenly across the unit. So one last adjustment and we should be done. So I loosen this screw off. I'm moving the door approximately 2 or 3 mil. I then retighten that back up, like so. Repeat for the bottom hinge. Loosen the bottom hinge, move it across, tighten it back up again. So close my doors, and there we are.